you know, same people that made the Game of Life 2, although, interestingly, they didn't feel the need to give this one a whole bunch of, like, mini-games. Which, I mean, honestly, they kind of abandoned a lot of the mini-game idea with the Game of Life 2 as well. One thing I've been doing, even playing this off stream, has been to just sort of randomize board. Right. So our board is going to be the Hollywood studio, and all the AI characters I found that my limit seems to be like 2 hard AIs. Which I thought. As soon as Moobot feels like doing its thing. Oh, I just misused my own command like a like an idiot. I'm used to roll20, so I immediately went for /roll, then exclamation point roll when I realized that's not how you do chatbot commands. So we're gonna have classic Miss Scarlet. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wild West Rose. C. Colonel Mustard appears to be like maybe a werewolf because it's from the vampire set. Like honestly, he's the most normal looking one out of all of them. To have somebody from just like the basic set, you know, just regular old Professor Plum. And finally, clearly I need to change the command we roll instead of. Finally, we have Orchid, so we've got 2 hard AIs and 4 medium. So let's get this started. Right, so I can confirm it wasn't me, it wasn't Rose, and it wasn't done with a lead pipe. Right. Orchid's immediately going to the western set. Alright, so Orchid could be bluffing on any of these three things. And Scarlet has one of these three things. So I can pretty much narrow down the location. And because I can just start like accusing myself in various rooms with a lead pipe, and if anyone refutes it, and in order for anyone to refute that, they'll have to show me a location. Right. So Mustard has one of these three cards, and Plum could be bluffing on any of the three. So Scarlet's suggesting it was Rose with the velvet rope, and because I'm the one immediately after Scarlet, nothing new was really discovered there, other than she might have been bluffing about the sci-fi set. Because she's already confirmed not to have Rose or the velvet rope. I guess I'm going to the Roman set. You know what? I'm going to suggest that it was myself. On the Roman set with alright. So it was not the Roman set. So Mustard's heading off to the dressing room. Right, so Rose has either the wrench or the dressing room. So maybe I'll head over that way next. And Mustard could be bluffing about the wrench or the dressing room. But, if I head to the dressing room next, then Eggs and Rose doesn't have it, then that confirms that she has a wrench. Orchid with the pistol in the cinema. Plum has either Orchid, cinema, or pistol. And Rose could be bluffing on any of those three things. Rose with the pistol in the editing room. Right, so it's looking more and more like Plum has the pistol. Either that or just happens to have the editing room as well. Well, this is cinema. Or he could have both. Main thing that's confirmed is that he doesn't have. That suggestion is that he doesn't have Rose because I have Rose. It's suggesting it was Scarlet with the velvet rope in the hall. Right, so if it's not Scarlet, then it has to be basically either Orchid has Scarlet or it's Scarlet that did it. Yeah, we also have confirmation that Scarlet doesn't have her own alibi, meaning that she has either the wrench or the Western set. Right, so it's just as me with the wrench in the prop room. So she's bluffing on anything, she's bluffing on the wrench. Which isn't entirely unlikely, seeing as how we know it's possible that she has a wrench. You know what? I think I'm gonna head down to the Western set and see what information I can glean from there. By suggesting that I did it in the with the lead pipe here instead. Right. Scarlet is confirmed to have the Western set. Although she could theoretically still have the wrench. You know, it's only 2 X's that can rule out that possibility. So Plum must have either the pistol or mustard. I think Plum probably has the pistol. Like, at this rate, Plum almost certainly has the pistol, given that he's the one that's interjected on 3 different suggestions involving the pistol. Like Scarlet with the dagger. It's Scarlet, apparently. Like, Scarlet just straight up did it. And that means that Plum can't possibly have Scarlet. Which means that whatever he revealed just now must be the dagger, or the dressing room. Nobody's done anything for the director's office yet, so maybe I'll head over there. Scarlet with the award. Alright. It wasn't the award. Or because Rose has the award. Alright, Rose with the velvet rope. So let's see, Plum could be bluffing on the velvet rope or the editing room. But he does now have confirmation that it wasn't Rose. Gray, lead pipe. I believe I've already shown my card to Scarlet, so I'll show that again. Right, too far away from the director's office. Has to go in there. Yeah, I think I'll stay in the hall. See what I can find out. So I'm gonna suggest a Scarlet with the lead pipe in the hall. Right, Orchid confirmed to have the hall. Which means she could also have the velvet rope. At least it's confirmed to not be the hall. Right, sci-fi set. Colonel Mustard with the pistol. Confirmed not sci-fi set. Yep, because Rose doesn't have the pistol or Mustard. Which one of these two must have Mustard, because somebody has to have him. Because it's Scarlet that did it. It's just a matter of figuring out where and with what. Probably not the pistol. Scarlet Wrench, Director's Office. And I think Rose was either bluffing or she just got it. Yep, she just got it. Miss Scarlet with the wrench in the director's office. I knew I should have gone to the... I was going to go to the director's office, but... You know what? let's let's see. Let's see if there's anyone online they can play with. On the tropical board. Probably gonna take a hot minute to find somebody, if it even does. Because I have no idea how active this game is on... Oh, hey! I actually found people. I'm kind of surprised that I found people playing this game. I found, like, a handful of random people playing this game on just, like... And I like that it's a tropical board, and there's two people that are dressed in... They're playing characters from the Snowy Escape or whatever. And so they're dressed in, like, full winter gear. Right, so I know it wasn't the ore, I know it wasn't the bedroom, and I know it wasn't the bridge. Of course, this is gonna take a little bit longer because, you know, human beings have things to do other than play Clue. Right, immediately suggesting the bedroom. Which means I'm gonna have to immediately be like, no. Let's see. You know, Plum could be bluffing about green. Alright. Which actually, since I have a weapon and a location, I can go to the bridge and just start suggesting it was people. And that will eliminate the possibilities for who did it. Right, Plum? Plum was in fact bluffing about green. I know that's the only card you can possibly have. Because I literally have the other two cards. Cards I was suggesting. Right, Green immediately heads back to the bedroom that he was just suggested in, to suggest it was Plum instead with the diving knife. Right. So White must have either Plum or the diving knife. Because I have the bedroom, and Green could be bluffing on either Plum or the diving knife. But what Green doesn't know is that it's not the bedroom. Right? Why is suggesting somebody out on the bar? Why is suggesting herself on the bar with the flare gun? Wait, mustard must have white flare gun or bar. And white could have herself, the flare gun or the bar. Or if she's going for a bluff. Plum, the flare gun, the helicopter pad. Right, so green could have any of those three, and mustard could be bluffing on any of those three. Lots of people seem to be congregating around the helicopter pad, that's for sure. And also, oh yeah, now we confirm that it's not green. Right, harpoon. Let's see. Green, it's either the harpoon. I need to use two. Harpoon, mustard, or helicopter pad. And Peacock was the one to suggest it. So she could be bluffing about mustard or the harpoon. Games room. Peacock in the games room with the spyglass. White has one of those three. And Plum could have been bluffing on one of those three. He just as easily. It's back to me. So I'm gonna head to the bedroom. And suggest that was myself with the ore in the bedroom. That way I can potentially eliminate myself as a suspect. Either that or I'll find out it was me. Either way, good. Alright. So it was not me. And I now know one of the cards that Peacock has. Might want to be careful with this because otherwise people might catch on to the fact to the cards that I have. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe go after white next because well, I mean, I think I'll decide once I see what everybody else does. That's who to go after next. But first, Plum has to click the button. Any day now, Plum. Any day now. Right, there we go, finally. Plum did the thing. Right, light. The dining room with the diving knife. I think it's most likely the white showed diving knife, but it could have just as easily been white or dining room. It helped to get confirmation on whether or not it was a bar, because then. Actually, no. Even getting the confirmation bar, even getting confirmation. Oh, and looks like the game has decided to glitch momentarily. That's fine now. Helicopter pad again. Right, so we know it's not Peacock. We know it's not the helicopter pad. So Peacock must have white or the diving knife. And white could be bluffing on white, the diving knife, or the helicopter pad. Because she has not been confirmed to not have any of those. It's probably either the diving knife or maybe for white is what she's bluffing on. Because there's already evidence that she has one of those two. Probably the diving knife. So maybe I should start thinking oxygen tank. White. It's a harpoon. Looking more and more like it's not white. because Peacock just defended her from two different suggestions. Peacock with the oxygen tank. I don't have anything. I think maybe the game froze or something. The game does seem to be glitching a little bit. Alright. So green must have the oxygen tank or the observation bay. Again with the helicopter pad. Everybody seems to think the helicopter pad is suspicious for some reason. Right, so green does not have my card. Which means he must have been showing the flare gun or the helicopter pad. And Plum is confirmed to not be bluffing on that at all. You know what, I might as well stick around and find out what's so suspicious about this helicopter pad. That everybody keeps going here. Let's see. I'm going to suggest that it was... Let's see. Only 2 people are confirmed to not have the helicopter pads. I'm gonna go with cards I know. I'm gonna go with green. Yeah, I'll go with... Suggest it was green. The helicopter pad with the oxygen tank. No. Suggest it was him with the ore. Because that means that he has to show me the helicopter pad. And if he has it. And also... see... Well... Can't confirm... or deny that... the possibility that he has a flare gun. I only just got confirmation that it did not take place on the helicopter pad. White with a diving knife. Confirmed. Hold on, I think I seem to mess up somewhere. Right, so that also confirms that's not Plum. Because that's the only card that White could have shown previously. Which, let's see, that means not a lot. I don't think. I also appear to have tripped myself up because I've got more than... got quite a few things that... so... Let's see, he... Three, and white could be bluffing on mustard or the game room. Yeah, like I used the wrong number for some of the stuff that white has, so I tripped myself up on that front. Alright. Confirm not the diving knife. Because this is the only card Peacock could have been showing. Let's see, games room or mustard. So... I mean, might be the games room? Because there's only one person that can possibly have the games room card. See, white with the spyglass. Right, Plum. Plum has either white or the spyglass. That is because he doesn't have the games room. Which means it's either not white or it's not the spyglass. See. It'd be great if I could figure out the third card Peacock has. Plum is suggesting green with the harpoon. Moon at the bar. Right. Mustard must have the harpoon or the bar. And Plum was bluffing on green. It could also be bluffing on the bar. Let's see. If I can... If I can rule out the flare gun, then I can confirm Mustard to have the bar. Unfortunately... Let's see. I'm gonna go to the observation bay and just kind of hope for the best. It's just it was green with the flare gun, right? It was a flare gun. Like, flare gun confirmed and observation bay confirmed. Alright, so... and Peacock is looking pretty suspicious. Alright, so let's see... that also means that, you know, oxygen tank up here. Yeah, because that's the only thing. Because if it took place at the observation bay, then that means that green can't have the observation bay. Somebody's heading over to the observation bay, but green is suggesting something at the observation bay, suggesting white at the oxygen tank. Confirmed bluffing on the oxygen tank, pretty much. Alright, so it's not white. And we know all of Peacock's cards now. Which means that while everybody else takes their turn, I'm gonna go about marking through all the rest of Peacock's possibilities. And that means that Mustard must have the harpoon gun, Peacock with the flare gun in the observation bay. I think people have caught on that it's the observation bay at the very least. Right, nobody was able to help White on that. I think White just won. Yep. Peacock with the flare gun. The observation bay. The only possible mistake is that it could have not been Peacock. Oh wow, only 4 turns? And only slightly longer than I usually end up going for. Or because it was a time of about a half hour. Let's see. Gonna check and see if I have time for another game, which I might call it here. Yeah, because it is almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Actually, almost 3 o'clock means that I've been live for about 2 hours. So you could probably squeeze in a couple more. Matches. Right. So, at the masquerade with 2 people. Got Rose. You know, because there's only 3 players, everybody gets twice as many cards. So... I already almost know what weapon it is. This is just a matter of... In fact, literally, I can walk into the ballroom, suggest it was Rose with the loot, and that will tell me what weapon it is. Colonel Mustard with the loot. In fact, actually, I already know... Wait, no. I don't already know, because she could have easily shown the theater or Colonel Mustard. Never mind. But yeah, I can already be pretty confident as to what the weapon was. Because it has to have been the loot or the pistol. Alright, gonna walk into the ballroom. And it has to be, and let's see, I'm gonna suggest that it was Rose with the loot. Because that will also rule out one of the possibilities as to what Orchid has. Alright, so it's confirmed the loot. Like, very first turn, and I've already confirmed a weapon. Right, arcade. Colonel Mustard in the arcade with the loot. That means that Scarlet must have the arcade or Colonel Mustard. Really? Already? Colonel Mustard with the loot in the banquet hall. And she got it wrong. She got one of those right. You know, it is the loot. But clearly either Colonel Mustard or the banquet hall is wrong. Which means it's just me and Scarlet now. Miss Orchid just Dr. Orchid just helping out sometimes. It's Scarlet. with the pistol on the veranda. The Orchid's got either their scarlet pistol or veranda. I used the wrong number. Right. Let's see. Head on down to the theater. See what's up over there. In fact, I'm going to suggest that it was Rose at the theater with the candelabra. There's something that's confirmed not the weapon and confirmed not the killer, so right. It's confirmed not the theater. Which somebody's gotta have the pistol. You know, one of these two has to have the pistol. It's just a matter of who. Right, gallery. You know, nobody suggested the gallery at all yet. Scarlet with the pistol. Right. Let's see. See what's up at the veranda. I'm gonna suggest it was Scarlet with the loot on the veranda. Right. That means that it must be the pistol or the veranda that... No. Doesn't really confirm a whole lot. Or could still very well could have the pistol or the veranda. Scarlet's heading back to the gallery. It's possible that something in the gallery, you know, right, confirmed to not have the pistol or the gallery. So that must mean that... Actually, no. It doesn't... Still doesn't really confirm a whole lot. Scarlet's making an accusation. Watch her also get it wrong. Orchid with the loot. Got at least the weapon right. And she got it right. Three turns. 11 minutes and 48 seconds is all it took. Okay, that just means it got time. For another online match. Going to the Wild West this time. I think most of them are going with just like regular characters. So this time, right, I know it's at the pickaxe, the general store, or the graveyard. Plum's heading over to the blacksmith. Because he could be bluffing on blacksmith, on me, or on the whip. Right. Peach has one of those three. Graveyard. Plum. Horseshoe. You could be bluffing on Plum or the horseshoe. But not the graveyard. Because you only just learned that I'm not... It wasn't into the graveyard. Well, while I'm here at the blacksmith, I might as well... I'll figure something out. You know, if I bring Plum over here, and suggest that he did with the pickaxe, then I can rule out either Plum or the pickaxe. Not Plum or the pickaxe, Plum or the blacksmith. Alright. Mustard has Plum or the or the blacksmith. He has Plum. So it's confirmed, not Plum. Green is also heading to the graveyard. Peach, the horseshoe in the graveyard. Mustard must have either Peach or the horseshoe because he doesn't have the graveyard, or because I have the graveyard. It's Mustard's turn. Going down to the blacksmith. Mustard is only confirmed to not have Plum. Could just as easily have the blacksmith. He's suggesting it was himself. The gold nugget in the head of the blacksmith. Scarlet has one of those three. And Mustard could have just as easily been bluffing on any of those three. I might also want to consider taking any opportunity to go to the general store or the graveyard. Start suggesting that people did things there with the pickaxe. Because I can just eliminate someone right there. There was a suspect, or confirm them as a culprit. Which, you know, retroactively eliminates everybody else from being possibly the culprit. The pickaxe in jail. That means that Peach must have the jail or herself. And Scarlet made the suggestion, so any of those could have been bluffs as well. Plum's heading down to the courthouse. Could have been the courthouse, possibly. Green, the knife in the courthouse. Right, Mustard has green knife or courthouse. And Plum could have been bluffing on any of those three aspects. Sheriff's office. Peach could be bluffing on it being the sheriff's office. Could be bluffing on me. Scarlet has either me, sheriff's office, or the 6 shooter. And Peach could be bluffing on any one of those things. Probably me, because there's evidence she has my card. So, see, I'm just gonna stay in the sheriff's office, honestly. Suggest that was perhaps Scarlet with the whip in the sheriff's office. Right? Immediately, Green confirms that's either not Scarlet or not the whip. And it's not Scarlet. Probably actually could have gone for the pickaxe. But then again, if I'd gone for the pickaxe, then Scarlet would have been ruled out all the same. I think I'll probably end stream after this match. Particularly if it ends up going long. Right. Mustard, knife. Mustard must have himself the knife for the courthouse. Main Street. Nobody's gone there yet. Right, Mercer is suggesting that was himself on Main Street with the whip. To be bluffing on any of those three things, but he also just got shown something. Which means that Scarlet must have either Mustard, Main Street, or the whip. Scarlet's heading down to the general store, which means if anybody else of Plum or Peach reveals anything, then it can't be the general store. Peach with the 6-shooter. Alright. It's not the 6-shooter because Plum revealed something, and he doesn't have the general store or Peach, so that confirms one weapon as not being. That confirms that Mr. Body wasn't shot. He must have been stabbed, whipped. He must have been stabbed, strangled, or bludgeoned. Scarlet could have been bluffing on Peach. Or, like, literally just Peach. That's the only thing she could have been bluffing on. Right. The saloon. Plum could be bluffing on the saloon. Bluffing on Green. Or bluffing on the knife. Right, Green has the saloon. So confirm not the saloon. Gonna want to watch anything that Green suggests because closely, or interviews closely, because it could be whatever he reveals next, it can't possibly be Scarlet or the saloon. Is his final card. Right. That revealed nothing except the vague possibility that Peach has the gold nugget. Didn't get much of anything. Not getting much out of Green other than 2 confirmed cards. Like, I have no leads on what his 3rd card might be. Other than, it's not all the ones that are already crossed out. Oh, whenever Peach finish her turn. Right, so I think I'm going to stay in the general store. I'm going to suggest that I actually did it with pickaxe. Right. So it's confirmed not to be see. Well, I have confirmation that it's not the sheriff's office. And it's not me. Me, because Plum has my card. Let's see. I'm gonna start looking into the gold nugget, possibly. Because I know it's not the pickaxe. Because I know it's not the general store. Maybe it's a bank? Because nobody's been in the bank until now. Green, suggesting it was Peach with the whip. Wait. Peach has something. She's got either herself, the bank, or the whip. Probably herself or the whip. Since there's existing evidence of those other two. So I'm thinking maybe it's green that did it. It's just a matter of where and with what. Probably go down to Main Street. Like somebody's back to the blacksmith. Unless it is returned to the blacksmith. She could be bluffing about the blacksmith. Right. Plum has green knife or blacksmith. Let's see. Yeah, blacksmith has already been eliminated as a possibility for what for something that Scarlet has. So maybe I'll go like Peach, blacksmith, pickaxe. Next turn if I can. Yeah, it ultimately depends on how everybody else's turns play out. Main Street. Scarlet could have Main Street. Already confirmed to not have green. Right. Green has Main Street. Which means I can also mark out the rest of the possible cards that he could have. Or Scarlet could make an accusation right here and now, and it could be irrelevant. And depending on if she's right or not. It's green, knife. Nobody's confirmed to have any of those. Yep. There's green with the knife at the bank. Yeah, I think that's gonna do it for me today. Oh, I'll be live with some Cyber Manhunt as we get into the second to last mission. I'm gonna see anybody's live either on my follower list or with Clue or Redemption and Eternal Quest. Alright, I'm the only one live with Clue. I think there's also just general categories for like Clue and Cluedo, but doesn't look like there's anybody live on any of those either. Yeah, no. I doubt there's anyone like Redemption, Eternal Quest either. Nope. And none of my followers are live. So I guess I'm just gonna... Wait, hold on. So I do have some followers I'm not following back currently. So let's see if... Nope. None of my followers appear to be alive, so... Oh, looks like AutoHost is gonna handle it from here. So thank you all for watching. Next stream will be the Cyber Manhunt, starting from the beginning of the fourth mission. Just continuing for either 3 hours or until I finish both of the final missions and complete the game. That'll be starting around 1 p.m. tomorrow.